Hey, good evening. Welcome to the June 24th, 2025 legislative meeting of the Town of Ossining. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Councilmember Meyer,
Present.
Councilmember Manicchio,
Here.
Councilmember Philatawio,
Here.
Councilmember Weinst,
Present.
Supervisor Feldman.
Present.
We're gonna have tonight. We're gonna have three different departmental reports. The first one's gonna be the Chief of Police Aaron Zimmerman and Lieutenant Andrew Mayorga. Now,
Good evening.
Evening.
All right. So rain finally stopped. The heat poured in, so we're gearing up for school, finishing up. With that, look for increased foot patrols from us. We'll be walking around a lot. You'll see cops walking. Please say hello to them, walk by, shake their hand, say hi. They'll be happy to talk to you guys. Additionally, from that, as a result of school being out, I know a lot of kids are going to be in summer camp. We'll be visiting the camps, but in addition to that, we're going to be paying extra attention to the roadways with more kids out of school on the street. We're concerned that the roads safe, so we'll be upping our enforcement. See more police cars pulling over vehicles, or at least warnings, if not summonses. We're gearing up for a lot of the summer events. We have this week starting tonight is the St. Anne's Fair. St. Augustine's is later in the summer, towards the end of July. The fireworks are coming up, we're all aware. And the summer concert series River Jam is coming up. We're up for all those events. Expect to see us at all those events. Additionally, we're going to be doing some more community outreach. We'll be doing movies in the park again, kickball with a cop, softball with a cop, and stopping by the town and village parks to say hello to all the kids during the day. Make sure everybody's safe and well in this hot weather. That's about like it for as far as upcoming events and stuff that we have planned. For stats for the last quarter, from that's March until the 23rd is the latest data I could get. June 23rd would be data from March till June 23rd. We issued 19 summonses. The bulk of those were issued in March when the parking was more restrictive in the town than it is now. 17 of the 19 were issued in March as a ballpark. We issued 359 vehicle and traffic summonses from March until June. Bulk of those were in March again. We had a lot of rain in April, or well, mostly in actually June, but bulk of the rain slowed down enforcement, slowed down the vehicles, most importantly, and slowed down enforcement efforts. Driving slower, they drive slower when it's raining out. We've had a ton of rain up until recently, so people are more cautious, luckily, when the roads are wet. But 359 summonses in the last few months. Again, a bulk of those 137 of the 359 were in March, 91 were in April, and about 70 a month there. So current. Also March till June 23rd, we had 40 cases. That means there were 40 reported crimes, whether they were actual crimes or not crimes investigated at that point, but 40 reports of crimes in the town. Of those 40, we made about 30 or 29 arrests, just about 30 arrests out of the 40 cases. And 20 of those 30 were from vehicle and traffic stops, and mainly due to aggravated unlicensed operation in the third degree, which basically means that you didn't pay a fine, your license got suspended, and you're not allowed to drive until you clear that fine up. So most of the arrests were made out of that. And 4 of the arrests were for DWI. So that's about it as far as stats goes, and what we have up and coming. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer anything.
I mean, thanks, Drew, for coming up.
Of course.
Just curious, cabaret license violations, noise ordinances. Have you heard any since Memorial Day?
Not in the town. In the village, yes, but not in the town specifically. I've had a few cabaret issues and a few issues with some of the local bars that we're discussing, but nothing in North State and in the town outside of the.
Great. Good news.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Try to stay cool in the seat.
Yeah, just
Thanks.
keep your officers cool. Thank
Yeah.
you. And we will see you at the fireworks.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Departmental report, Highway Superintendent, Cemetery Superintendent Pete Connolly.
Good evening, everybody. So, it's hard to believe it's 100 degrees outside but once the threat of snow and ice, passed in April, we took all of our snow protection equipment off the road and serviced it and put it away till next November or December. Let's hope that's when we'll have to use it again, not before. We started our roadside and easement and lift station grass cuttings. That began in April, as did more frequent road sweeping. Also in April, we put new topsoil behind the curbing, the new curbing in the Ganong Drive area. If you remember, we paved all that area last year. We continue with road and curbing repairs throughout the town, and we did some work in Dale Cemetery also on the roads. All of our department personnel, along with our supervisor and Martha, attended an in-house training session on stormwater management. We did storm line drainage repairs on Hillcrest Avenue and Cedar Lane. And we're currently replacing about 225 feet of 24-inch storm drain on Cedar Lane, just south of White Birch Drive. On May 2nd, there was a sanitary sewer line blockage in the area of 65 Old Albany Post Road. We responded right away once we were notified with our high-pressure sewer line jetter, and we had the blockage cleared within 2 hours. All the appropriate agencies were notified, and everything was back to normal in that time. After over a year waiting, we received our new 4x4 F-350 pickup. It's got to go to the crew and for their normal maintenance work daily. One of the bigger projects we completed in April and actually May and the end of June and the beginning of June was the drainage work, new curbing and resurfacing of Country Meadows. That's Pheasant Ridge and Quail Hollow roads. Project came out very nice. Haven't received any complaints. 26 driveway curb cuts were all broken up from the original installation, and each one of them was replaced, and a lot of drainage work. Get the water off to the side of the road instead of making the asphalt lift during the winter months. I want to shout out to town engineer Paul Frioli for his assistance in this project too. We continue with vehicle maintenance, our weekly yard waste pickups, utility markouts. They start picking up this time of year with Con Edison and contractors, and our sanitary lift station maintenance work. We also work closely over the months with the building department, resolving issues such as easement questions, tree issues. And just 2 weeks ago, there was an open manhole in a private residential area off of Morningside Drive, which a deer fell in, and one of the homeowners on Ganong heard it, and they had to call, get together and have it removed. So we found where that manhole was in the woods up in the apartments there, and John made the owner put a cover on it, secured it safely. So
You're okay?
I don't know. I wasn't there for the deer. So at Dale and Sparta cemeteries, at Dale, there has been 30 interments so far this year, all at Dale. Grave sites that had burials over the winter have been restored over the last 4 months with new topsoil and seed. Our concrete monument foundation orders are up to date. Just, we pour the foundations for the monument dealers and they come and set the new monuments. We get a fee for that based on the size, but that's our responsibility to do. So all those are up to date. We continue with the removal of dead trees or pruning as needed in the cemetery. Seasonal water has been turned on at both cemeteries. And along with our Parks Department, the grass at both cemeteries is cut on a regular schedule, weather permitting. Looking ahead in the cemetery, we're looking to reschedule the repair of broken monuments, concentrating again at Sparta Cemetery. This has been going on probably 6 or 7 years. So we take a bite at it every year and trying to make some good progress down there. So we received an award from Comp Alliance, which is our insurance carrier. We had no loss of time injuries, us in the Parks Department and the cemetery staff. We received a little trophy. Mine had a broken piece on it, but that's all right. That's a nice duplicate right there. And our agent, Jim Duffy, supplied us with a pizza and soda party one day. So that was a good thing. No one got hurt last quarter.
Yeah.
That
Thank
Good.
you for all that you do. Do any of my colleagues have questions?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank-
Thank you, Ben. We have a departmental report, Park Foreman, Mary Velardo.
No more beer. Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to the town. On board, obviously, Supervisor Liz Feldman for we had a new hire start last week. Been in the works for a very long time. When I started here 25 years ago. It's not old saying that, right? No, but we were once a department of 5. We're down at one point to a department of 2. So now to actually have another guy will make definitely a big difference. His name is Rafael Ribeiro, an Ossining resident, comes from a construction background. We had to show him a few things, but he's learning quick and he seems like a very good hard worker. So
Good
I think
fit.
he'll be a good fit. Also, the last time we mentioned we were picking up our F600, finally got it back. It's at the mechanics now, so hopefully that truck will be on the road within the next week or 2. So, thank you. The last update, we were still working. It was March. We were wrapping up the improvements at the caretaker's house. We wrapped that up. So pretty much the whole downstairs has been renovated except the bathroom. Maybe we'll do that next winter, and then the house should be good. New windows, new insulation, so it came out nice. And we're gonna try to paint it in the fall, the outside, just to looking kind of ragged. Brought us to the end of March. We started taking, like Pete said, we took all our plows off, got our trucks ready for the spring. March 31st, we cleaned the boat ramp, put our docks in. Then that led into starting our spring cleanups. April 1st, we go through all the parks, thatching, picking up the sticks that fell, anything that needs to be done for the spring cleaning. All the water got turned on in our bathrooms. Our ball fields were ready. We aerated and seeded this year. We don't do the entire parks. It's really like heavy traffic areas, the ball fields especially. We started work in the beginning of April at the Bryda Park tennis courts. The upper courts, we took down all the old mesh, installed new mesh. We painted the poles were still good, so we just painted the poles black and then got black mesh installed. So then it'll match lower courts, which are going to have all new fence. The annual bidder started work in the fall, sat over winter. They did their touch-up starting in the spring. They actually just paved it 2 weeks ago, Rinaldi's. And so it came out nice. We had to, and me and my guys, we had to install the batting cage poles, basketball foundations. So that court will have 3 pickleball courts, a basketball/volleyball court, and a batting cage. Thank you to John Orlando and Marco Piscopiello for helping us with that. We had our Earth Day event, April 26th. Although the weather did not cooperate, it was still a good turnout. Big shout out to Susie for all the hard work she puts. She always does a great job. sad to say that was also, I forgot to mention, that was also the day Mark went out. So we lost him in April. He had surgery. He had 4 herniated discs. I just saw him today. He should be back on Monday. So doing a lot better.
Don't break him.
Well, he stuck that day. You saw him. I don't know if anybody else saw him. He could barely walk. Had a losing all feeling in his
And
leg.
he
and
refused
stuff,
to
so
go until he finished, yes.
Oh. He was a trooper, but we definitely missed him. Past him once. Definitely hard. The end of April, our weekly mowing started. Ball fields were in full swing. We also added 4 concrete slabs for the project mover. Is it project
Project
move
Mover.
over or
Mover,
mover? Project mover, the bikes. I don't know
the
if you saw
electric
it
bikes.
all throughout the village, the electric bikes. We have 4, one at Ryder, one at Sally Swope, one at Buck Johnson, which we had to finish just a little paving detail in the front, and one at Gerlach. Thank you to Victoria from the highway department who helped us with the concrete. May was tough, keeping up with all the grass in the fields, all the rain, and being shorthanded. It definitely was not fun, but we did what we had to do. Got it done. Memorial Day weekend, our spray park open, weekends only. This is the first week it's open every day during the week. The hours are usually 12 to 7, but whenever there's a heat wave or it's temperatures over 90, I believe, we do an hour early and an hour later, so it'll be 11 to 8. Did have some tiles to repair. That was no big deal, but it's open, and some issues the other day. That was just a sensor issue. I think it just, when it gets so hot, that sensor gets so hot and try to reactivate it too fast, and it just doesn't work. It gives us problems. We touched up the area of grass by the playground, the new Ryder playground that didn't take the winter. And that led us into June, obviously still with our weekly mowing, our ball fields every day. Ryder Park is also hosting a lot of district games for the Little League World Series. This is the second week, I believe. I've also been told that our fields at Ryder are some of the top natural fields now in Westchester. A lot of other places really do like coming to Ryder Park. All that work we did a couple years
Well,
ago
that's hats off to you and your
definitely
team.
paid off. Like I said, the courts were paved 2 weeks ago. You have to give at least 30 days for all the oils and stuff to come out before we could seal it with coats and the color. So that hopefully by mid-July should be open courts. Yeah,
I think they said they needed a few weeks for the field to dry.
it was 30 days and then they could do it, yeah, and then
And
Maybe a
then
week or
another
two.
couple weeks for the paint
Right.
properly.
he was supposed to show up
End of
today.
July, early August.
He was supposed to show up today to look at the other courts. He never showed up. I'll give him another call tomorrow. So hopefully, we're gonna do green and purple. Green and purple so it's time to recoat the upper court anyway. It's been 5 or 6 years now, so it's fading and it needs some crack repairs and stuff. So we'll have both courts matching. There's a lot of grading to do around tennis courts. We started doing a section last week. Hopefully by a week or two, we'll have it done. We have another section of drainage to do on the side, on the upper court side. There's just a lot of either spring or just natural water that's just seeping. So once we get that done, hopefully we'll have no issues. Rented a flail mower this weekend for the excavator. Flail mower is just an attachment that cuts like weeds and stuff. So I started at Cedar Lane. I started at the entrance, all the knotweed invasives that have been there for a while. For the past couple of years, we have started to get a lot of Phragmites around the pond. So the whole strip by the Art Center, that's just been taken over. It was taking over our dock. There are some patches. It's spreading. There are some patches on the entrance side, but now we're just mowing them down. We're gonna finish mowing down that hill tomorrow where the Art Center is. We also did some plantings there last year. The trees held, were alive, and we did some blueberry bushes.
They live.
Well, yeah, they're still there. The fireman's inspection was this weekend at the waterfront. They had a good turnout. We have our fireworks event next week, July 3rd. The food trucks start at 5. I believe there's DJ Johnny G from 5 to 7, and then the band starts at 7. Fireworks usually go off around 9:15, 9:20. And that's it. Just thank you to, well, Mark and Alvin. Well, Alvin really stepped it up the past couple weeks of Mark not being here. So big shout out to them and for always giving it their best and putting up with me. That's it.
Well, a big shout out to you and Albin, and Larry for, and the cemetery guys and the highway guys for pitching in. You really came together and got it done even though you were down, man. So we recognize how hard you worked and appreciate you getting it done, especially with all the rain in your way.
Thank you.
You're doing good work over at our new pickleball / basketball / volleyball court over in Ryder. Excited to have that. I know the residents are even more excited than we are. But again, it probably won't be ready till beginning of August. And with the new playground there and the camp starting soon,
Camp starts next week. Yeah.
camp starts next week, so we have a new playground over there, so. Good. Do you have any questions?
Up the good work.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
have a quick question. I don't know if this also was for the lieutenant. Asked him left. For July 3rd, I heard there's going to be different closures.
I'm gonna go over.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Then that's it.
Sorry,
Good job.
Thank you.
not to interrupt you, but
Thank you. Supervisor and town board announcements.
speaking of the fireworks, you're ahead of me, Jen. All right, this next Thursday, July 3rd, will be the official start of the River Jam Concert Series and our yearly fireworks celebration. There will be a new traffic rules in place in order to facilitate a safe experience this year. In an abundance of caution, the Ossining Police Department has designed a safer layout for the July 3rd event. The Secor Road ramp, the bridges and the access to the area will be closed at 3 p.m. So the Secor Road ramp and underneath the Secor Bridge, so just past 3 Westerly, will be closed, with no traffic being allowed in or out until after it's all over. Any cars that have parked on the west side of the tracks will be towed. Please don't park there. There will be signage. Remind you, should you get that idea. There will still be access to 3 Westerly, Harbor Square, the marinas, and the Boathouse Restaurant. But there's very little parking down there, so it's first come, first serve. Handicap parking will be available on the eastern side of the tracks on a first come basis, first serve basis. There will be 20 spots set aside for handicap. There is an elevator in the train station should you need assistance getting over the ramp. So it will take you up on one side and it will take you down on the other. We encourage all who can to park at either Croton or Scarborough train stations and ride the one stop right into the heart of the event to avoid all the craziness of the traffic. Right. The Lewis Ingalls Spray Park is open 7 days a week from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., as Mario was saying, right up until Labor Day. Currently, because of the heat wave, so today and tomorrow, it is also expected to be hot. It was open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Starting July 2nd, the spray park will be closed on Wednesdays until 3 p.m. to accommodate the campers. The Joseph G. Caputo Community Center is available all week as a cooling center for the heat wave from 8 a.m. to 8:45 p.m. And the library is another cooling center. Hungry on the Hudson Restaurant Week, run by our chamber, will be running from June 20th to June 29th. Many local businesses are participating in this culinary journey throughout Ossining. Many restaurants and other organizations. For more information, there's a lot of good things on it. Go to hungryonhudson.com. St. Anne's Church Parish Festival is starting today and will be running every day from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. until Sunday the 29th. Westchester Power is holding an information session June 25th at 6 p.m. in the Ossining Public Library. Visit sustainablewestchester.org for more information. Thursday, June 26th, starting at 4 p.m. at Nelson Park, Cops and Kids Kickball event. There will be food and music and kickball. Queens on Tap event is continuing this Friday, June 27th at 8 p.m. at the Sing Sing Kill Brewery. Saturday, June 28th, there will be free showing of E.T. at 8:45 in Market Square as part of the Hungry on Hudson event. Get your dinner, come watch a movie. Ossining Sings will be held at the Grace Episcopal Church on Sunday, June 29th at 2 p.m. The free benefit concert to support Neighbors Link, and it includes many performers, including the Grace Church Choir and the Old Mill Singers. Donations will be accepted, but you can go for free. Westchester Collaborative Theater is going to have multiple showings of their new performance, The Secret Life of Actors, this weekend. Visit wcttheater.org for tickets and more information. Ossining Union Free School District Summer Food Program is starting soon. Free breakfast and lunch for anyone under 18 years old from July 1st through August 15th. Please visit the Ossining Union Free School District website for more information. Ossining Summer Camp registration, I think they have a few spots. Camp runs from June 30th, next week, through August 8th. For more information regarding prices and registration, please visit thevillageofossining.org. Neighbors Link is a great source of information and community resources for the immigrant population. Please visit their website, www.neighborslink.org. Click resources to register to attend informational webinars, English and in Spanish, and to find contact information for trusted professionals. New York State Attorney General also has released a list of resources for protecting the rights of New Yorkers, regardless of immigration status. For more information, please visit ag.ny.gov/resources/individuals/immigrants-right. Our Ossining Public Library has many events, including movies, craft events, meditation, tutoring, yoga, book clubs, and more. Please see their website, ossininglibrary.org, for more information. And the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center has events, programs, resources, and presentations, all dedicated to providing support to everyone who is a part of the LGBTQ+ community, including many virtual and in-person support groups and clubs for a multitude of different topics. Please check out their website at loftgaycenter.org for more information. And for more fun and interesting events, please check out the weekly supervisors update on the supervisors webpage to see them. Also, the Gulata House 10th anniversary extravaganza brunch has been sold out. If you didn't get your ticket, you're too late, but you can still donate to this worthwhile cause. Thank you. Do any of my colleagues have?
Just one thing, I wanted to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2025 this past Saturday. So just like to congratulate the parents and the graduates.
Absolutely.
And there's an end of the year bash tomorrow for Park and Brookside students at the Ossining Waterfront from 5 to 7.
And didn't our fire department win up in?
Oh, yes, and a shout out to the Ossining Fire Department for having the best overall trophy in the Hudson Valley region this past 2 weekends ago up in Lake George, and to Ossining Host Company that won the inspection with the Clinton Crawford Award. Congratulate to those two.
Yes, the annual fire inspection was Friday, and we have a very good-looking fire department that takes excellent care of apparatus. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any liaison report? Public comment on agenda items. Visitors are required to form for an opportunity to address the board on any of the resolutions on the agenda. We don't have anybody online. Yep. Board resolutions, approval of minutes, June 10, 2025, resolved that the town board town of Ossining hereby approves the June 10, 2025 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of voucher detail report, resolved that the town board town of Ossining hereby approves the voucher detail report dated June 24, 2025, in the amount of $757,919.61. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
This includes a lot of the paving that we did in, and also the court work paving that we did by such a high amount, but all in favor?
Aye.
Board of Ethics appointment J.C. Green. Resolved that the town board appoints J.C. Green, Town of Austining, to the Town Board of Ethics for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029. Do I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to thank Egrin for volunteering to be on our Board of Ethics.
Personal resignation, Town Clerk's Office. Resolved that the Town Board, Town of Austining accepts with regret the resignation of Jessica Salinas for the position of part-time multimedia clerk in the Town Clerk's of Austining, effective June 13 of 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
She's not going far. We're going to keep her at the
Yeah, she-
Recreation Department, so
She's moving to the village.
we could still visit.
Personnel appointment, seasonal appointment. Resolved that the Town Board, Town of Austining appoints Nate Hoffman, Austining, to the seasonal position of part-time intermediate clerk in the Town Clerk's Office on an hourly rate of $18, effective retroactively June 18, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contract senior contract senior citizen taxi service. Resolved that the Town Board, Town of Austining authorizes the supervisor to sign contracts with the following taxi cab operators to participate in the senior citizen taxi service program for the calendar year 2025. Radio Taxi, New Mega Taxi ANC, Skyriders Taxi and Limo LLC. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of contract Village of Groton Hatton EMS. Resolved that the Town Board, Town of Austining authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement between the Mid-Hatton EMS District and the Village of Groton Hatton for the provision of emergency medical technicians to supplement current EMC 24 hours per day and an hourly rate of $45.98, and an additional emergency medical technician for 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, an hourly rate of $45.88, effective June 1st, 2025 through May 30, 2026. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval contracts, Village of Sleepy Hollow EMS. Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Austining authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement between the Mid-Hudson EMS District and the Village of Sleepy Hollow for the provision of emergency medical technicians to supplement Sleepy Hollow EMS 12 hours per day and an hourly rate of $45.98, effective June 1st, 2025 through May 30, 2026. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Monthly reports. Resolved that the Town Board, Town of Austining hereby accept the following monthly reports of the month of May 2025. Town Highway Department. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Visitor recognition. Visitors shall be accorded one permanent opportunity to address the board on issues not related to the agenda but relevance to common goods of the town. Do I have anybody online? Do I have a motion to adjourn to executive session? Or
Contracts, personnel, advice of
So moved.
And a second.
favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you for joining us on this hot evening. Stay hydrated, stay cool, and we will see you in 2 weeks here at the courthouse on July 1st. Oh, July 8th, sorry, July 1st, we won't be here. So meanwhile, don't forget to come to the fireworks.
There are no work sessions for the next 2 months.
Right.
So we'll be meeting every other week.
We're gonna combine them this summer. We will meet here July 8th. See you then. Thank you.